Welcome to Black People Love Paramore, a podcast to try to help Black people feel seen. Please feel free to donate to the show at the link in the show notes, and please rate us and write a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. 5 stars only because we are 5-star bitches, word to Yo Gotti. If you are watching this on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, and all of the things. I'm your host, Sequoia, and today joining me to talk about Lady Gaga, we have co-hosts of When Magic Happens podcast, Taylor Coward. Taylor, hello. Tell the folks a little bit about yourself.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm on a podcast called When Magic Happens. It's a multi-generational type vibe. I'm the Gen Z representation. And then we have a millennial and a Gen Xer. She calls herself a Gen X diva. That's from WBEZ Chicago. I'm also a substitute teacher. I'm also applying to go back to school right now. So a busy beaver and a budding podcaster.
Oh, nice. You got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I did not know. First of all, Taylor, you look very cute. Your hair looks so good. If y'all are looking at this on YouTube, that's a treat because Taylor looks
Oh
beautiful.
my God, thank you. I was due for a
Secondly,
trim.
oh yeah, no, it looks really good. Secondly,
Thank
I'm
you.
over here having camaraderie with Gen Z like I'm not a whole millennial. So I'm not actually Gen
Really?
Z.
Really?
Technically, I'm a zillennial, but
Okay,
a
a little bit of
millennial,
both.
more or
A
less.
little bit of both.
But I appreciate the Gen Z, so I appreciate to have the representation present. I'm sure the listeners will appreciate it as well. I am so excited to talk about Lady Gaga. I was just telling Taylor before I started recording, I don't love every topic that I cover on this podcast, but I know that y'all do, so I cover them anyways. But this one's personal for me. This one means a lot to me. So I'm
Thank
so
God.
excited to get into it. But before we get into talking about Lady Gaga, we have In My Defense. In My Defense is our segment where we bring one of our unpopular opinions and defend it for you all. Taylor, what you got for us?
Is the In My Defense Lady Gaga related or is it anything related?
It can be anything. It can be Gaga related.
Okay, I kind of have two then. Okay,
Okay. Oh, so excited.
a non-Gaga In My Defense.
Okay.
Trim your hair often.
Yeah.
When I was
Oh.
at the hair salon, okay, I understand length retention is important, but you can have a bust down waist length, you know, mane of hair with 85% dead ends on it.
85% is wild.
Cut it off. And so my hairstylist was like, "Weren't you just here for a trim?" And I was like, "Are you shaming me for trimming?" I was like, "That's a good thing to do." But I feel like so many people are anti trim. And so my unpopular opinion is get a trim maybe every 7 to 10 weeks. I know that
Ooh.
may seem like a lot, but just I keep a consistent schedule in my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Don't miss it.
That's very fair. And again, if you're watching this on YouTube, that means you can see Taylor's hair. And clearly, she knows what she's talking about. So stop playing with her. Go ahead and get your little trim. I feel
Yes.
personally attacked right now simply
Oh,
because I probably didn't get a trim for maybe like 5, 6 years. And
mhm.
then I did get a trim, and my braider, who was the one that did my trim, she was like, Sequoia, be fucking for real. Like, this is ridiculous. The amount of hair that I need to take off of your head right now is
Did you
ridiculous.
leave with a
Don't ever
bob?
do this again. Huh?
Did you leave with a bob?
I did. I left with something. And I don't wear my hair straight ever. I wear like a wig or something, and my natural hair will never be straight. So when my natural hair is out, it's always curly. And I usually have a little puff on the top of my head.
Mhm.
The puff was so small when I left her. I had never seen my puff that small. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. But
But
since
that's how
then,
you
I have
avoid
gotten it
that.
every quarter. Yes.
Yes,
Because I'm
yes.
like, you won't see me do that again.
With a
So
little puff.
what a little baby. It was a tiny little baby puff. I was like, oh my God, who is that?
But a lot of people have to get that big chop when they
Yeah.
go because they don't do them consistently. And I've had that happen. I've left with a lob,
Ugh.
a long bob.
Yep.
That's happened
Yep.
to me.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have to happen, you know. We could stay on top of it and leave it at that. And that would be
Hmm.
great. Taylor,
Do
what
you
was your
want my
second one?
Gaga one? Okay.
Yes.
The meat dress.
Uh-huh.
The meat dress.
Uh-huh.
Actually, her award show entrances and appearances in general,
Mm-hmm.
they tell a story.
They
I
do.
know it seems like nonsense to a lot of people, but like she came in like a vessel one time,
I
and
remember
everyone was
that.
like, "That's an egg." And she told Vogue, she was like, "It was a vessel because at that time I didn't like talking to people." And
Mm,
she was like, "I was dedicated to my craft to the point where I didn't want too much interaction before I went on stage. And so I came in this vessel that you people called an egg.
you people.
You
Right.
peoples."
Mm-hmm.
And so her entrances are always a bit grand. Like she'll have an armadillo shoe. You know, she'll come on stage in the meat dress. But she always makes a statement and there's always a purpose. And
Absolutely.
so I think the meat dress purpose has evolved, but I think people were just revolted from it from the beginning. Um, but to me, she's always coming correct. And I'm a stand beside her.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. And I would also just like take it a step further and say people's reactions to Gaga, in
Mm-hmm.
my opinion, shows how severely lacking we as a society are
Mm-hmm.
in art. Lady
Yes.
Gaga is an artist.
Yep.
Like truly in the purest form, she's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Art will make you feel things. It's not always going to be a good thing, but it will make you feel something.
Yep.
Y'all are used to aesthetics and looks and that type of thing. And Gaga will give you that, but she
Mm-hmm.
will also give you a meat dress that will make you feel revolted in order to
Sirloin.
think about animals, meat, and all of that type of thing. It's
Yep.
art. It's art. I'm sorry.
Art
That's,
pop.
some of us are not used to art. I don't know. It's not me, but she's an artist. It
I
is what
agree.
it is.
She crafts an experience. Like her shows are balls, you know, like she like top to bottom, the visuals that she provides, the makeup. Like I remember getting her perfume when I was a kid and
Mm-hmm.
that black inky liquid. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, she just
Interesting.
thinks of everything. It was a
Right?
black liquid perfume. Like she
Interesting.
always is crafting an experience and something outside of the box. And some people get it and some people don't.
You know what I mean?
But the
The
girls who
girls who
get it,
get it,
get it.
right? The girls who don't,
Don't.
I don't know what to tell you, It's not
You
for
just
everybody, but it's
don't.
definitely
Exactly.
for us. So I appreciate
Exactly.
that about her. Yeah. We can move on to song of the
Okay.
week. Taylor.
Yes. You know, in the summertime, I love dad rock.
Okay, yes. I
You
like where this is
know,
going.
like right now, I am Chicago has had weird weather. We finally are getting summer.
Okay.
And so I'm very much What a Fool Believes by the Doobie Brothers. Do you know that song?
Mm.
What a fool believes.
I don't know that song, but I like your rendition already.
Thank you. It is such a
Hmm.
dad rock jam, or like yacht rock. You
Uh-huh.
hear it on like a party boat,
I do like yacht
your
rock.
eighth grade luncheon.
Yeah.
And so mine right now is What a Fool Believes. That's how I know it's summer when I hear that on the radio.
Wow. I'm not
Hmm.
mad at that at all. I do like dad rock.
Yeah.
I probably have heard that song. If I listen to it, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm
Hmm.
familiar. But yeah, yacht rock, dad rock in general, it goes up in the summertime. It is a vibe.
I rock with it.
A good choice.
Thank you.
See, people be like, with Gen Z, we're losing recipes, yada yada yada. No,
No.
no, not with the black ones.
No.
We all are on the same accord. We're on the
We
same
keep it
page.
alive.
You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
know what we're doing. We're keeping it alive. I don't know what everybody else doing, but we're
I
good over
just
here.
I just saw like a kid maybe like 7. So maybe that's like the previous generation alpha, and she was
Yes.
crying because she met the lead singer of the Doobie Brothers. And like her dad
Wow.
took her to meet them and she went to the show and she was just so excited to meet them.
Wow.
And but I'm like, good music is going to last. Good anything
Is
is going to last. And so like in
is
terms of keeping the recipes alive, if it's worthwhile, it's going to stay around.
I agree. Yeah. I'm glad that we understand that Black Gen Z, Black Alpha generation will
Mhm.
continue to be the tastemakers like we always have been going forward. We're not losing anything. We're
Amen.
shifting. That's all. Okay, let's get into talking about Lady Gaga now. We've been talking about her a little bit, but let me explain straight from Wikipedia, per usual, a little
Mhm.
bit about Lady Gaga.
Okay.
Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta, born March 28th, 1986, known professionally as Lady Gaga, is an American singer, songwriter, and actress. She is known for her image reinventions and versatility in the entertainment industry. Having sold an estimated 170 million records, Gaga is one of the world's best selling music artists and only female artist to achieve 4 singles, each selling at least 10 million copies globally. Her accolades include 13 Grammy Awards, 2 Golden Globe Awards, 18 MTV VMA Awards, etc. Our girl. Our
Yes.
girl. What a queen. I love
Has
her
her
so
hands in all
much.
the pots.
Like everywhere. She's the makeup lady. She had a fragrance. She's everywhere.
The actress
I don't
lady.
the actress lady, you can't avoid her. She's pervasive. She's everywhere. When did you start listening to Lady Gaga?
Oh my gosh. She was like my middle school savior.
Mhm.
Like, I needed
Mhm.
Born This Way so bad.
Mm.
I needed that
Yes.
so bad. I needed Bad Romance so bad.
So bad.
So it really was like the end of elementary school, early middle school was when I
Okay.
first caught on.
So you must have been in elementary middle around 2008, 2009
Hmm.
ish.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. That was late middle school, early high school for me.
Okay.
So I was deep in my Gaga bag around that time. What a good one. Which song caused you to become a fan?
Probably Bad Romance.
Okay. That's where you were
Because
solidified.
I saw the video and I was just like, what is she doing? You
Mm-hmm.
know? She
Mm-hmm.
really was like the video is in like black and white. The set is like very abstract.
Yeah.
It's very provocative. It
Yeah.
gets the people going. Like
Yeah.
she really was giving what like a shy kind of insecure person needs to see. That like when you grow up you could just do what you want. Or even now you can do what you want. Yeah,
Absolutely. She really did give everything. And the Bad Romance music video, it's unmatched. I still put it as like one of the top 10 greatest music videos of all time
I agree.
currently. I'm going to whip out the choreography anywhere I am if I hear Bad Romance come on. I know it. I will always do it. It's great.
Just a little for the
I'm doing it right now
just a little for the girls.
because it's fantastic.
It is.
That's a
It's
great
kind of like
one.
it's almost like Britney. Like I feel
Mhm.
like one day it's gonna be how people burst into full Britney choreo.
100%.
Hmm.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do still want to learn that Slay for You choreography.
Don't you wanna? It's hard, and you gotta
God.
have a snake,
Yeah,
um,
you know.
or a towel in the
No, I
place of
could
a
make do with a
snake.
towel. Could found that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I got
need a
that.
faux boa constrictor. Um, but that like the Bad Romance dance, I always was like, I felt like Thriller influences in it
Definitely.
with the arms. She likes to do an arm
She
like this.
does. She does. Her
Um,
and Brittany both. They're arm dancers.
a lot of arm involved.
Lots of arms, lots of hair.
But
Yes.
that's what makes other people want to replicate those dances. And so I feel like she has like the type of choreo that people want to try because it's so
Yes.
obvious that it's choreo. It's not just
Yes.
like you know how some pop girlies just vibe and rub up and down and throw hair. She's giving
Yes.
moves. She's giving
A hundred
moves. A
percent.
boom cat cat
A boom cat cat.
cat.
Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Lorianne,
Exactly.
100%. That's Lorianne. Yes, she is always giving that, and I love
Hmm.
that for her. What was the
Me too.
first song that you ever heard? Is
I
it
don't
Just
know if I
Dance,
can.
like the rest of us? Probably.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think, in gym class, the Wii was revolutionary.
Ooh,
So we would play the Wii in gym class. And I
y'all played it
think
in gym class?
yeah, we were getting down, with the little. And so they put it up on a projector. One kid would have the remote, or sometimes they would just play it and we'd dance along and we
Yeah,
would do Just Dance.
yeah.
And I wasn't crazy about it when I heard it. It was either Just Dance or Paparazzi is like the
Mm-hmm.
first song that I heard. And I was like, oh, I like this. You
Yeah,
know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do remember Just Dance being. I think Just Dance had the video game integration where they
Hmm.
taught you the dance moves with it on the Wii.
Yeah.
I can't believe y'all were playing it in gym class. That's
And we
very funny.
that is such an easy thing to do. Like when I would do summer camp as a sub too. If you just throw up a video of people dancing,
Yeah,
kids are just going to try to do what they're seeing on the screen. It is
one
a
hundred
very
percent.
easy engagement technique.
And they're moving. It's healthy.
Yeah.
You
Michelle
can't do it
Obama
wrong.
wanted us to get up and move.
Yeah,
So we were up
and
and
did.
we were up and we were moving to Just Dance. But
So you're telling me that not only is Lady Gaga an icon, she also is
mhm.
helping the children move for Michelle Obama's initiative as First Lady.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
Thank you for confirming that for me, Taylor. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the camaraderie that we're forming here. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
maybe. And it's not fun to tell a kid to run laps,
No,
but to do a lot of arm stuff, and dance, that's fun.
it absolutely is. I want your love and I want your revenge.
Well, this song was a little inappropriate for kids. I was
Perhaps.
like,
Mary,
what's a vertical stick?
she did say that. She did. Mm-hmm. She wanted it.
Leather studded kiss in the sand.
She did say that.
And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what is she talking about? I was like
She's
Googling vertical stick on my
You said, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't have Googled that. I don't know."
sidekick.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
you had
I
a sidekick.
did looking up vertical
Okay.
sticks.
Wow. Looking up vertical sticks on the sidekick. What a time.
Hmm.
Very 2008 esque.
Loved it.
Which song do you feel, if you had to choose one,
Hmm.
is underrated?
Million Reasons from Joanne.
Okay.
She was in her country bag, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like people weren't giving Joanne everything they could have. Like, I feel like she really was trying to show a different sound. This was pre
Mm-hmm.
A Star is Born. So, like, A
Mm-hmm.
Star is Born really had everybody taking her seriously in like an acoustic way. But I just feel like Joanne didn't catch on like I wanted it to.
Yeah, it didn't do it for me. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Joanne did not. Now Taylor's considering leaving the podcast. She about to cut it
I'm
off
like,
right
how do I
now.
get out of here? What was it about it that you didn't like?
um, I think at the time, if I went back now, I might enjoy
Hmm.
it a little bit more. I haven't revisited it in a long time, but it was just such a departure from the Gaga that I knew, the
Hmm.
extremely weirdo, you know, very pop, very bright, luminescent Gaga that I was used to is what I
Yeah.
wanted for her to continue. I wanted her to continue being a fame monster and, feed the little monsters and all that. And it felt like she wanted to be taken more seriously,
Hmm.
which to me felt like conforming at the time. And I feel differently now, but at the time I was like, no, Gaga, your entire thing is that you are rejecting what
Mm,
people tell you you are supposed to be. And now it feels like you want the approval of these same people who are telling you, you need to do X, Y, and Z. So
mm.
I didn't want it. It didn't feel rebellious enough for me. And everything else she had done until that point felt pretty rebellious to me, even though it
I get
was
that.
very pop.
I get that.
Mhm.
I I just was like, I feel like she's trying to flex her artistry.
Yeah.
Like, I think that she was just like, I can do country, you know. There were a couple upbeat songs on there too.
Hmm.
Um, just like when she did the Tony Bennett collab albums, Cheek to
Yep.
Cheek, with like Gershwin and like jazz ballads. I think that Joanne was like her first foray into, let me try a little something else. You know what I
A
mean?
100%.
Yeah.
And she's an artist, like I was saying before. So now I feel differently. I don't feel like slighted by her
Right. But at the
moving
time
into
you were
different
like, how dare
directions.
you?
Right. At the time, I'm like, mm-mm, no, no, no,
Mhm.
no, not what I signed up for. But she's an artist. She's going to make the art that she wants to make. She's going
Right.
to be good at it
Hmm.
regardless. I have a hunch she was probably sick of hearing that she couldn't sing from people because it's just not true. And when you are a pop musician, oftentimes people will try to put you in the, you can't really sing thing.
Hmm.
But Gaga can really sing for real. So she's
Yeah.
probably like, yeah, hold this. I got
You
you.
thought.
That was cute. Right. You thought I couldn't sing? Who?
Oh,
So that was my thoughts on Joanne.
Joanne. I
But
hear you. I
yeah,
hear you. I
I
see
feel like
you.
her most underrated, similarly, this is weird after I just said what I said about Joanne. You
Mhm.
and I, do you know that one?
I was gonna, if you were gonna ask me what's an underrated song that I love, it was gonna be You and I, because that's the song I always like, even when I'm in a phase of not listening to new music, that's a
Yeah.
song I always go back to. I have
It's
never had a man from Nebraska.
at all.
I'm so nostalgic for that song. It's just filled with
It's
a nostalgia.
It does. There are certain songs that do that. That is like one that gives me a lot of nostalgia. EXO by Beyonce gives me a lot of nostalgia. I don't know if you know that one.
Mm.
Just randomly. Yeah, that's a really good point. That does bring on a lot of feelings.
EXO is a good concert song.
I
You
hope
know,
she
that's
does
when
it.
people get the lights.
Yeah.
Are you going to see her? I'm going
Yes,
to
I
see her
am. Yes,
July
I am.
23rd, Chicago,
Oh,
Illinois.
you going before me. I'm going September 1st.
I'll report back.
Okay, thank you.
uh, you and I, like, I don't know who it's about. I don't know what she was going through, but you feel it so deeply. I'm like, it has been a long time since you came around.
Oof, but I'm back in town, so
This time, I'm not leaving without you.
and
And
not.
I'm like, that's right. And I'm
Yep.
like, you really feel that. And so I feel like that's her, like, to credit her as like, that goes back to that artistry, like really pulling in the audience to an experience that they don't share. But
hmm
like, that is a song that I always go back to. And I had that written down to bring up today because I'm like, the folks need to know about You and I.
You and I is not a joke. Like,
No.
don't play with you and I at all. And that was also the first time that I saw Gaga do drag, and she was
Mm.
so convincing. Like, she's just so good at it. She's such a theater kid. That's
Was that
really what
Joe
it is.
Calderone?
Yes,
Hmm.
such a theater kid. Do you remember her performance of it at the VMAs? I don't remember what year it was.
I remember my mom walked by and was like, what's going on here?
Right. What's on the screen? What are you watching? Lady Gaga's at a piano, leg up on the piano. I believe. I believe
Yep.
she's in drag. She got her leg up on
Yep.
the piano,
Full
hitting
leather
it.
jacket,
Full leather jacket,
dirty shirt.
like an Elvis swoof with the hair.
Yes. Yes. I didn't
Oh,
understand it at the time though.
that's
Like at
okay.
the time I was like, she's just being Gaga. But now I'm like, this was her boyfriend that she
hmm
was sick. She's like putting on the character of this boyfriend. So, and that is good music and artistry when you gotta sit and let it marinate. You know what I mean?
Marinade,
Let it
period.
marinate. And then you come back to it. And so all these years later, we can remember that performance because it was like layers to it.
It really was. That was special. That was a special time.
Or when she sang the first when she was in the meat dress accepting her award and she sang the first bars of Born This Way for the first time,
Oh yeah.
weeping. I was just
Yes.
like, what was that?
Absolutely right.
When do
What did she just do?
when do we get the rest of that? Like,
Right.
it was amazing.
Yeah, she's so special. The ability to do that for people is not super common. And
Hmm.
I've wept over Gaga a few times. I'll get to it later.
Hmm.
But yeah, not the first time
Was
that
it A
she
Star
that
Is
the lady
Born?
has made me. I did cry. I forgot about that. That's not even one of the times I have listed, but yes.
Okay.
Another song that I feel is underrated by Gaga is Judas. Do you know that one?
Judah, Judah.
Yes,
I do love that
yes.
song. A lot of
And
the
an underrated
Catholics
music
were
video.
mad. The
Oh yeah, big mad.
Catholics
And at
were mad.
Alejandro. Was that another one they were mad at? Pretty sure. Yeah.
Don't call my name. Don't call my
Yeah.
name.
Both music videos. People's
They
hot.
were. I remember people being really upset,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I'm a woman of the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
but that's a good song.
Uh-huh. Once again, it's art. It's art. It is to evoke a response, you know?
Something, yeah,
It is what it is.
good or
If
bad,
you know
like you
what
said.
I interpret it as, like
Hmm.
Judas and lots of stuff that Gaga was doing at the time, I interpret it as if you are going to accuse me of being a devil worshiper or Illuminati or
Hmm.
what have you, I'm going to make art about those accusations. I'm going
Mm.
to make my art based on reality that is presented in front of me. And I
Almost
loved it.
trolling, like
She was like an early troll. Yes.
she has a song called like Black Jesus. Like she was just like, I'm gonna stick it to y'all in a way that you like you're gonna be mad regardless, you
You're
know?
gonna be mad, so I might as well make you.
And I don't know, like I said earlier, like things that are provocative and get the people going sell.
Yeah,
And they stick. And I feel
and
like
it's
she knows how to be provocative but also deliver art.
she creates cultural moments.
True. Meat
It's
dress.
moments, and they're
Meat.
great every single time. Now,
Yeah.
most overrated Gaga song.
I really didn't like Rain on Me
Okay, yep, that is
that
a good
much
example. Yeah,
because it just was on the it was one of those earworms. Is it earbug or
yeah,
earworm?
earworm. Yeah.
One of them. It was always it was always on the radio and I was just like, ugh, leave me alone. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It was, and it wasn't. Yeah, I didn't love that one either. But so I fully agree. I almost put that as my most overrated too. But I did really like the first single from Chromatica because Rain on Me was the second single, I believe. First
Hmm.
single was Stupid Love. And that one didn't
Mm,
go that far. People didn't care about Stupid Love like that. But it did
I
something
like
for
that one.
me. Something right. Something about the way that song is composed.
It's a club
Like,
hit.
it's such a hit. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
y'all slept. Y'all really slept. And I understand the Ariana collaboration with Rain on Me and that had a bigger rollout and all that. But Stupid Love,
Her vocals were great in that.
they're always
It's
great.
fun. It's like a
It's
fun.
it's so fun.
Wait,
I
was
love
that
it.
your overrated song?
No, 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 no. That was
Oh,
just
oh, okay.
what you said made me think about that song.
Cause
My
that's a
overrated
good
song
one.
is Edge of Glory. If I never heard it again, it would be too soon. Don't need it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Taylor. I hate to do this. I'm so sorry.
I have no escape. That
She's looking for her exit again.
that for some reasons that song like makes me cry for some reason.
Yeah.
That to me is what J Lo did on Waiting for Tonight. Like I feel like Edge of Glory is one of those New Year's Eve songs. Do you know what I'm saying? I need you to really sit and think on this.
I do hear I do hear the words that you're saying, Taylor. Certainly.
11:45
Okay.
p.m. New Year's Eve. There ain't no reason you and me should be alone. Tonight, yeah, baby. Tonight, yeah, baby. I'm on the edge of glory.
Come on.
Imagine that when the clock is striking 12, you got
That's
champagne in
fair.
your hand. That
That
was
is
like waiting.
very fair.
I feel like that's a time and place type of song.
Mm-hmm.
That random saxophone that comes out of nowhere. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
wow,
You
wow.
know what? I might have spoke too soon. That might be incorrect. Hold on. Because that might be incorrect. I might have to take
I'm
that
on the
back.
edge.
Edge of Glory is actually great.
I love that you were like, if I never hear it again, that's okay.
And then you sang me a couple bars, and I say, you know what? I can hear it right
It's
now.
so on
That's
New
what
Year's
Gaga
Eve.
does.
Right.
That's what Gaga does. Think about that. No, there's another
R-
song that I'm thinking of from that same album
Okay.
that
We might
I'm
agree
about
on
to
it
check.
because
Born
there were a
This
couple
Way.
that I was iffy about.
Right. On that particular project, right?
Right, right.
No, I
Man, I
don't want to
love
have
Edge of
to.
Glory. And I love
Edge
that
of Glory
cover
is.
art when she's on that motorcycle.
Oh, it's Marry the Night. That's the one that I don't like. You can keep it.
Mary. That one.
I
I
really
can
don't need
deal
it.
without it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can always keep that one. Not
Hmm.
necessary for me personally. I don't know. I wanna marry the night. And even Gaga songs that I don't love
Hmm.
of the big ones,
Hmm.
I still kind of like them, you know? Like I'm like,
I can still hear it.
like sure. Sure. I will
Dude,
never go
go
seek it
ahead.
out on purpose personally.
Hmm.
But if somebody else turns it on, I'm not going to say, please turn this off. Like if you turn some other things on,
Like
I'll
what?
sing along.
Is there a song that you're like, turn it off?
Oh, from Gaga?
Hmm.
Probably not, honestly. Probably not. You could actually turn off Rain on Me, but you also could keep it on.
Yeah.
I would prefer you turn it off, but if you don't, I'm not going to crawl out of my skin
There we
like I
go.
might with some other people's music.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
it's fine. We can survive with that.
Yeah.
Favorite Lady Gaga moment is yours the meat dress or when she was in the vessel coming in?
I think it would be when she was accepting her accolades for A Star Is Born.
Yeah.
People were kind of reflecting and were like, was this the lady in the meat? Was this the
Yes,
flank
ma'am.
steak lady?
Yes, it
And like
is. Uh-huh.
people being like, wow, she's a good singer. Or it really happened when Tony Bennett wanted to do the project with her cheek to cheek, and people were like, can she sing jazz standards? And it's like,
Yes,
yes, she can.
sure
So
can.
that was my favorite moment because it was like a reckoning for her.
That's really
Um,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear that when she first came out, she had to dye her hair blonde because
Hmm.
people were regularly confusing her with Amy Winehouse?
I think I have heard that.
Mhm.
And what's tough is that there are some similarities there. Like
Definitely.
Tony Bennett started the jazz project with Amy Winehouse,
Right.
but then she passed away and Lady Gaga picked it up, and
Right.
then they did it. There is like a soulful, almost grungy element to a lot of their music.
Yep.
Makes you want to have a cigarette or something.
Yes, yes. Ain't never
Um,
smoked, but having a nicotine craving
but
all of a
right,
sudden.
right. Be like, I never had one, but I get it.
Right.
Um, I see that the jet black hair because Lady Gaga did
Yes.
in like early days have like really super dark hair,
Mhm.
Italian hair.
I could definitely see it. I think that is a testament to how well she sings as well. Like people try
Hmm.
to play her saying that she can't sing, little do they know, she literally was getting Amy Winehouse comparisons. Nobody ever says Amy Winehouse couldn't sing.
I do like the blonde though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely suits her. Love that for her.
Yeah, it's beautiful,
Yeah. Keep it,
but I'm
Stephanie, for
sure
sure.
that
Keep the
platinum is
blonde.
hard to keep up with.
I'm sure her hair is deceased from her trying to keep up with platinum blonde. 100%. She needs to go get them ends trimmed. Like you said at the beginning,
Yeah,
we need to tell her to go get them ends trimmed, I'm sure.
castor oiled and trimmed. Yeah.
Make sure you hit the edges. Make sure you hit the edges. That's it. My favorite Lady Gaga moment is from the 2009 VMAs,
Hmm.
her paparazzi performance. I watched
Mm.
it just before this call.
Is that with the
She has
blood?
on like, hmm?
Is that with the blood?
Yes,
Mm.
that is with the blood. I think she has on like a lace, like a white lacy type dress,
Hmm.
a short, very voluminous wig, pale blonde, of course,
Hmm.
and it's like curly, doing a whole bunch of stuff. And she starts off singing paparazzi, and it sounds happy. It's like, you've heard paparazzi. It sounds like a happy, good song.
Yeah.
And it starts to devolve into something
Hmm.
that sounds a little bit more sinister. The chords are a little bit more disjointed. There's more dissonance in the song. She gets on the piano and starts banging out this very beautiful but melancholy sounding portion of it. She
Right.
grabs the mic again, starts singing. It doesn't sound happy anymore. There's
Mm-mm.
no more happiness coming from this song. And then suddenly she's being hoisted up by one arm. She starts bleeding. She starts
Right.
bleeding out of her stomach area.
Hmm.
You hear the crowd gasp. You
Right.
hear the whole crowd's like, what is going on? And then you hear
Right.
applause and cheering because they're like, oh shit, I'm witnessing art. Like, what is going on? And then she's hoisted up by one arm, dangling, finishes singing her song, blood's coming out of the eye as well. Iconic. I've never felt
Iconic.
you see me? You see me. I've never felt chills like that. I was
Yeah.
taken aback. My mouth was agape. The
Yeah.
2009 VMAs was a wild one. I think that's the
A
one
lot
where
happened.
Kanye also did the Taylor Swift thing. I think that's the
I'm gonna
same
let you
one.
finish.
I'm gonna let you finish. I think that might be I'm gonna let you finish, Kate. Like, geez, 2009 was a wild year at the VMAs, and I watched it live, and I remember being enamored
Yeah.
with Lady Gaga at that time.
That was incredible
Incredible.
because the VMA is stopped, in my opinion, didn't have those big moments anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lady Gaga's videos really are a big contribution to the music industry. Like she really pushes the boundaries. Like in the paparazzi video, um I think isn't Alexander Skarsgård in that video?
Yes, it is.
Big sexy Swedish.
Not big, sexy Swedish. Yes, it
Big
is.
big sexy Swedish. He's in there. And like I'm like, what's going on here? Like
Yep.
where are we? What's going on? And
Yeah.
so and I didn't think she could take it further than that. And so that moment when that you just beautifully described,
Thank
I
you.
could picture it in my mind.
Yeah.
A wordsmith. Um,
Thank you.
that was iconic. That was a
It
great
was
moment to pick.
such a good one. And like it's difficult to choose from a good Lady Gaga moment. She also has an interview moment. I don't remember who's interviewing her, but they ask her, this is early on in her career, that there's rumors that she has a dick.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, okay, and
Mm-hmm.
what if I do?
And it's
Now what?
sucking on like the largest diamond.
Like
Do you remember the big diamond she had in her mouth?
no.
She
During
has a
this interview?
diamond. Yes, and she
Oh, I
takes it out
don't
and
remember
she's
her
like,
sucking on no
she
damn
takes it
diamond.
out and she's like, well, what would it matter?
Right, like what would it matter?
Yeah. Why was
She's an
that diamond in her mouth?
icon. I don't know. It's because she's a fucking icon.
I thought it was
Diamond in the
ice.
mouth. She don't care. Dick in the pants, diamond in the mouth. She don't care. It does not
She was like,
matter.
what would it matter?
She
Like,
said, "What does it matter?"
yeah, that was
An
a good
ally.
moment.
An ally. Okay.
She takes it to a different level, like the Born This Way Foundation with her mom, like anti-bullying, allyship, like she really like puts her money where her mouth is.
A
Cause
hundred
like
percent.
it's one thing to sing about being born this way and be yourself and do 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 da, but you gotta open your purse and make efforts happen. And I
And she
feel
gonna
like
open hers up.
she does that.
Yeah. Yeah, she does. Oh God, I love that lady so much. I love her so much.
I mean, I gotta
She's
go
just
watch
so
the
good.
VMAs.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Oh God, she's so
I want to.
good. Okay. Favorite music video.
I don't know. I'm probably still going back to Bad Romance.
That's
Just
mine too.
just just because like that was like the genesis for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it was for a lot of people. Um and it makes you want to dance, you want to follow along. It's real moody.
Yeah.
Um and it has not much to do with what the song is about.
No, not at all. In fact,
Not really at all.
and that's fine. I can't even think
And
of the song without the music video at this point. That's how conjoined they are in my
yeah,
brain.
I
I
agree.
didn't even realize they don't have much to do with each other.
No, because I'm like it would help decode some of these lyrics.
Yeah.
Like I was like, well, whose baby is it? Why do you want him in the window?
Right. What's going on?
Why is the baby sick? You know, but you don't need answers.
But you don't. We just need
Just
art,
enjoy
and
the
she gave us
song.
that. Also, in the music video for Bad Romance, the part where she's in the bathtub and she's peeking over the edge, and she has like those really big eyes.
Yes.
I heard it was rumored that that was not like CGI or an effect. She had some type of special contact lens in that will like widen your eye and has like a significantly higher likelihood of making you go blind.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Those are like manga eyeballs.
Right. They are anime eyes, like anime drawn, really large eyes.
Oh, I love this video. And she has like one scene, she's wearing an outfit that kind of looks like a chandelier.
Yes.
And another thing that I really admire about her is that everything that she wears looks severely uncomfortable.
Yes.
But like she does it for the sake of the final product and the art. You know them shoes that
Yes.
look like this.
Sure do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where do you put your toes? I'm
It didn't
always like,
matter.
but she like in that video, that was the first time where I was like, literally this.
Right.
Everything that she had on in that video looked severely uncomfortable, but it was like for
Yeah.
the sake of her art. And I
Yeah.
was just like, I respect that.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too. I wasn't mad. I'm never gonna be mad.
So that
We
was
do a
your favorite
lot.
video too?
Yes, that was my favorite music
Okay.
video too. We as women do a lot for the sake of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you ever heard this, but like my grandma would always tell me beauty is pain.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was not even something good to really drill into my psyche, but it's
Yeah.
drilled. It's
Yeah.
there.
It's there.
And Gaga takes that shit to
Literally.
astronomical heights. For the
Neptune.
aesthetic, she's going to pull off anything. It doesn't matter. Her comfort, second, third, fourth to the
But it
entire
pays
piece of
off.
art, the entire aesthetic, and it pays off every single time. I love it.
I don't even, my job during like barbecues is forming the burgers.
Yes.
There's nothing
Uh-huh.
that I hate more than the feeling of raw meat. That woman wore a garment made of flank steaks
She did.
and cuts of meat
She did.
for an award show evening, and a hat.
She
There
really
was a
did.
meat hat on her head and a meat purse.
It was on
Like,
her head.
that has to be so physically uncomfortable and sticky.
And it has to have a scent. Like, there's no way it doesn't have a scent.
Yeah, because after a while, and meat, when it's not cold anymore, it gets sticky and
Yeah.
sinewy. But she wore it, and she never commented on the feeling or the smell or the texture. Like, she, I think, has that beauty is pain, and like, pain is maybe art. Like, just put up
Yes.
with it.
Yes. I really
Yeah.
do think she has that. I think that
Hmm.
is her thought, her whole process. I'm here for it. Have I already asked you your favorite Gaga song? Did we get to that?
I don't know. It was going to be You and I, and we talked about that
That's
earlier.
great. That is a really good one.
Yeah. I love that song.
Mine is Paparazzi. There's something so special to me
Mm-hmm.
about the chords in Paparazzi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what it is. I would love to do some research on it, but there's something so particular about the chord progression in that
Mm-hmm.
song. I love. I love
I'm
it.
thinking
I love
about
it.
it.
I've never hit next on that song when it comes up ever. It's gonna play through all the way around. And then she does some harmonies with herself, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
as an artist does on their own track. I'm Taylor. At the end of this, go listen to Paparazzi with this newfound perspective that I'm telling you
Because
about.
I'm curious.
Yeah, listen in. She's never made a better song than Paparazzi. I'm
Really?
sorry. It's
That's how
so
I am about
good.
You and I.
And
I'm
I feel
like,
that. That one would be another one that I could see the argument for.
she put her feet, bunions, toes, and toe hair
Not her bunions and toe hair, please.
and toenails
And not the
in
nails,
that song.
please.
It's like I'm like, what? There's piano, there's some instrument I don't recognize.
Yeah.
Um, it's almost like a ballad you would hear. It was giving Billy Joel Piano Man for me.
Mm.
I was
Mm.
like, this is the women's Piano Man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that song?
I don't know it.
It goes up at
It
white
goes
parties, white
up.
weddings.
Okay. The white parties,
It's
it be going up.
yeah, it's like it's their slower Sweet Caroline, you know. Um,
Oh.
but I'm gonna go and like when my perspective that I gave on Joanne and how you maybe saw it differently, or Edge
Mm-hmm.
of Glory, is how I'm gonna go listen to Paparazzi, because that almost became a radio ear buggy wormy.
I'm looking for the exit now. I didn't realize that it was the same.
What?
That I didn't realize that you didn't like it in the way that I don't like
No,
Joanne.
no, no,
That's
no.
fine.
It's not that I
Oh,
don't like it, but
oh,
the new perspective we were able
okay.
to give each other.
Okay, cool. We're gonna
Because
go.
I'm never listening for chord progression in Paparazzi. I'm just
Okay, that's fair.
remembering she was bleeding on stage. You know what
She
I mean?
was.
Right.
She was
That's where
bleeding
I'm
on
going.
stage. Absolutely did that. Now, Elizabeth had a really good question here.
Okay.
Elizabeth says, "Are there songs from other artists that you think Gaga would kill?"
Well, we're still waiting on a part 2 with her and Beyonce,
Because don't piss me off.
and
What are y'all doing?
I don't think it's cool to not deliver.
I don't think
I don't.
so either. Because y'all said part one at the end of that music video, and where the hell was it?
I really like that song. And I learned that was divisive. A lot of
What
people
was
didn't like
telephone?
their collabs. Yeah.
I mean, video phone was bad, but telephone, I'm not understanding.
No, some people don't like either.
Okay, I don't
The
understand. I
video
don't
was
quite know.
cool
The
for
video was great.
telephone.
It was so good.
They were like in a diner, and I always wanted to eat the eggs they were eating.
The egg specifically.
I completely got off topic.
No, that's totally fine.
Okay. What? Okay, I'm gonna let you go. What is a song from another artist you think Gaga would kill?
This is so hard. This is so hard. I think Gaga. I don't know. I actually don't
I
know.
don't either.
I like
Like,
this question, but I feel like I'll probably need more time to think about it.
cause I'm like, what? Well, what's a song that needs the force of her voice that the person thought they had, but they didn't?
Ooh, you know what? I would like to see Gaga sing some Kelly Clarkson songs.
Stronger, maybe.
Yeah, Stronger would be good. Yeah. I would like to see her do some Britney songs too. That'll be fun.
You know what? It just came to me.
Mm-hmm.
Bang Bang with all them women on it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she would have took Bang Bang where it could have, up here.
Right, right. No, that's really good. That is such a point. Bang Bang has Ariana, Jessie J, and Nicki Minaj on it. And I
Right.
could definitely see Gaga on something like that. Similarly, I could see her on a Lady Marmalade. You know that one?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I could see her on something like that with Pink and Maya and the rest of the girlies at that time,
It
Christina
was a lot of
Aguilera.
people on there.
There was a lot of people. Lil Kim, yeah, there was a lot of people on that one.
She should like cover some like Shaka Khan, Whitney Houston. Like I could
Mm-hmm.
see her doing like floating on a I'm Every Woman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. I'm Every Woman is so Gaga that it's actually wild. That is suited for her.
How do we reach out to her?
Yeah, how do we make that happen? Who do we
I
need to
mean,
ask to get clearance? Like, what
Stephanie.
do we need to do? Stephanie, Miss Germanata, if you will. What do we do? We need that.
That would be good for her because that song needs oomph, a little bit of ego, power to the delivery, and I feel like she could do all of that.
I agree.
What's in the chat?
Also, have you ever seen Lady Gaga live?
I haven't. I always there's always a conflict when she comes to town.
Damn, I hate that. I just saw her live for the first time last year
Oh my gosh.
in Los Angeles. Extremely disappointed that she didn't do paparazzi. Actually, heartbroken. I was so sad. Isn't that wild?
What kind was this? What tour was it?
It
Chromatica
was the
Ball?
Chromatica tour, I believe.
Are we abandoning paparazzi?
I really don't know. I was thoroughly taken aback that she did not do paparazzi. Like
What
extremely
kind of
taken
song?
aback.
What era did she do?
She did everything. Like she spanned her entire discography, but paparazzi simply was not included. And I was like, a choice. Okay.
And not one that you wanted.
Not one that I appreciated. I started to really send her a strongly worded letter. But I said, you know what? Let me mind my black ass business because this lady's an
That's really
artist.
interesting.
Clearly she knows what she's doing, but
Was
like,
she there
what the fuck?
multiple nights?
I think so.
Because sometimes they'll like save a certain song for one night or the other.
She should have known that I was in the audience and put it on my night.
That's
She should
true.
have known better, but that's
She was
fine.
like, Sequoia wants to hear this.
Obviously, like, you know what I mean? When she first came out, I don't remember
Mhm.
what song she opened with. I can't remember, but I remember just immediately erupting into tears.
I
Full
kind of
tears. The
black
moment
out
she,
at the beginning
like,
of a show. Yeah.
I was with my best friend and he looks over at me. He's like, "Bitch, are you crying?" I'm like full snot running down. I took a photo of myself. I could
Oh my
not
god.
breathe. I was like,
You should
wow,
post that with
overwhelmed.
this episode.
Oh, actually, I will. I've posted it on Twitter before, but I'm definitely going to post it with this episode.
Okay.
I was just devastated. The lady's so talented. She's so talented. Her presence is so big. She's
Hmm.
magnetic. She makes the crowd feel good. You can tell, like, it's a really good crowd of people that go to a Gaga show.
Hmm.
It's great. It was just
I
so
told
good.
I told myself that like a lot of the time I was too young to go.
Hmm.
And so then there were like scheduling things and I couldn't make it. You know, stuff like graduations, people getting married, stuff that
Yeah.
like it'd be bogus for me to miss.
Yeah, you can't just
Um
miss that.
so I told myself that no matter what's going on, I'm going to her next show cuz I that she's like one of the people that I really want to see live.
Yes.
And see her hop on her big piano.
It is well worth it. She got on the piano. She sang a lot of stuff a cappella or just with the piano accompanied. It was special. It was very special. Reminiscing again. Mm, I'm not gonna cry, but it was great.
Please do.
No, I'm
That's
not
a
gonna
good
cry this time.
thumbnail. They were
Right,
like,
full
Taylor was
thumbnail,
so
just
rude, she
full
cried.
tears. I'm not gonna cry this time, but she's so good. I had tickets to go see Beyonce at Coachella the first year that she was supposed to go do Coachella,
Hmm.
and then she had the audacity to cancel because she was pregnant with twins. And so I decided that I was mad at her and
Hmm.
I was gonna sell my ticket.
Mm.
Gaga replaced her, first of all. First dumb mistake. First dumb mistake. So I
Oh.
didn't get to see Gaga that year. And then the next year, when Beyonce actually did Coachella,
Hmm.
I decided I was going to boycott her because I was mad at her for making me sell my ticket the first year.
Was that
By
Homecoming?
and that was Homecoming, Taylor. So look at my dumbass. How do you think I felt? I missed Gaga the first
Sitting on
year.
your couch going, "You make me
Sitting on
happy."
literally that. Sitting on my couch, hands crossed,
Oh my
pouting, looking at the TV, pissed because who the
Yeah,
fuck did I think I was? I had lost my
that was a
mind. I had
moment.
clearly lost my mind. I thought Beyonce gave a damn about me being mad at her for canceling on me the first year. She didn't.
She
And she
did.
said,
She did Homecoming to spite you,
she did. And she said, oh,
actually,
you're going to sit at home? Bet I'm going to make you regret it.
and you
It's
did.
one of my biggest life regrets. I say it often. I regret few things in life. That is a
Hmm.
huge life regret that I possess. That I decided to
But
sit my ass at home instead of go to homecoming.
you're gonna see her again. Clever
I've seen
aside.
her since, but it wasn't homecoming. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
different. It was just different. How dare
I've never
I?
been to Coachella.
Me neither. And I'm not going now that
Oh,
Beyonce is done. Like,
oh, so you had never been?
no, I had never been. That was going to be my first year. And I was very excited. I was like, oh no,
Hmm.
I'm going to see Beyonce. And then she's pregnant. I was like,
How dare she?
how dare she? So that was that. I cried when I saw Gaga eventually. Past the Coachella shit. Moving on. One gotta
Hmm.
go. I'm gonna tell you 3 songs.
Hmm.
You tell me which one gotta go. And I'm gonna do the same
Okay,
thing with music videos.
got it.
Okay. Bad Romance, Poker Face,
Hmm.
and Applause.
Applause.
Applause can go.
It can. I can't not do the end of Poker Face. I won't tell you that I love you because I hug you
It is
because
good.
I'm bluffing with my muffin. I'm
I'm
like,
not
yes,
lying. I'm just stunning with
I
my
know
love
with
glue
my love
gunning.
gunning. I feel like the muffin part is what had people asking her what was going on downstairs.
Ah, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What a wild question. Like,
It's
why are
still
you worried
none of
about
your
what's going on in my
GD
body?
business,
You
but yeah.
know, mind your fucking business. But that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna say applause has to go. That's wild to me. I'm aghast. I'm
Wait,
truly taken
are
aback.
you like applause hive or something?
Yeah, applause does something for me. I was also upset that she didn't do applause at her show. I felt like that is such a closing song. Like, it's such a closing song
Really?
or an opening song, one of the two. It feel like it's a bookend
Yeah.
song. It
Yeah,
has
that's a good
such
opener.
recognizable like chords in the beginning. Dun 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 dun. You know immediately. You're like,
True.
oh, that's what it is. She didn't do it.
Give me the feeling. Yeah, I can see that getting
Yeah,
people riled up.
yeah, yeah. Such a good one. I'm gonna
Okay.
get rid of Poker Face personally. I don't think
Mm,
I need Poker Face that much. Although I do like the end, like you just said. That was a really good point. That is a really good point. I forget about that. It's
you
like
can get rid of Poker Face?
yeah, I would get rid of Poker Face. I would get rid of Poker Face personally. Before Applause and Bad Romance. Although I do like all three. That one
Hmm.
can go amongst those three.
Right. Okay.
Now, for music videos,
Hmm.
we have Born This Way,
Hmm.
Telephone, and Bad Romance.
I think you know.
Is it Telephone?
It is.
Oh, wow. I think you know. I think you can guess.
I think you
Wow.
know.
Okay. This is a really tough choice. This one's very tough.
What was yours?
I'm going to get rid of Born This Way.
You know, it feels sacrilegious to hear, but
It
I'll
hurts.
I'll accept it.
Just the music video,
Um,
though.
True. Telephone, it did have good visuals. Beyonce's
Mm-hmm.
hair was pretty cool. Um, but it's not something that I revisited. Like I would be
Okay,
on YouTube like consuming Bad Romance, Born This Way. I
same.
needed Telephone when it came out, but I didn't revisit, you know?
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like I can get rid of it.
That's fair. Hey, if you wasn't revisiting it, then what do you need to keep it for? You don't even pay attention to it like
I
that.
might
Now,
have
I
to
don't
though.
revisit. Huh?
I might have to. I'm waiting on Renaissance visuals.
Oh, don't hold your breath, babe. Don't.
I
I don't
gotta
think we're
watch
getting him.
something.
Yeah, right. And while we wait for something we never gonna get, yeah, revisit a little bit of Gaga because telephone music video, it really does something. It's also mad long. I think it's like 8 minutes.
It told a story. It felt very like Quentin Tarantino.
It sure did. It felt like a short film. It really was a short film.
Let me see. Let me look at a couple stills because maybe I'm
Yeah.
wrong. Maybe
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
good.
the
I
problem.
think it has Tyrese in it. Am I tripping? I
Oh,
think it has Tyrese in it also.
it was kind of like, yeah, it was like it felt like Tarantino, like
It did.
Kill Bill.
It did. Very.
Mm, I don't think I understood the looks when she had the Diet Coke cans in her hair.
She
I'm
did have the
remembering
coke
that now.
cans in her hair in jail.
Oh, the pussy wagon. Okay.
Yes. The pussy
I forgot
wagon.
about the I
The
forgot
run
about
her and
that.
Beyonce. Beyonce got her out of jail. Boom. They hit the
Beyonce
diner.
and a black
They
lip.
poisoned everybody in that bitch.
She looks a lot like Amy Winehouse in this
She
clip I'm
does.
looking at.
She
She has on
does.
like a
She does.
black
She
leather
can.
jacket. These are
Mm-hmm.
great outfits.
Mm-hmm. The looks we're giving.
Oh, that's tough then. Can I redo?
Yes. Redo.
Wait. No, because Born This Way was visuals down. Like,
Born This Way was your
she looked
shit
like
too. She gave birth in Born This Way. So
literally to that alien slimy. Yeah. And remember the cheek implants of that era
oh shit. Wait. Didn't
that
she
were
have
unexplained?
like really sharp? Yeah.
Big somethings up here.
Yeah.
You can't top that.
You know what? I think also in Born This Way, she had a really sharp prosthetic on her
Hmm.
shoulder, if I'm not mistaken. And so her
Yeah.
shoulders looked really boxy and bony.
Yes.
That was also pretty wild. She also had that one guy, rest in peace, whose name I don't remember, who has passed,
With the
who
skull.
had yes, who had the
Yeah.
skull tatted on his face, and she had her makeup to match. That was also very cool.
You know what? I don't change my answer.
Oh, you know what? And I figured you might not, honestly, because I was like, no, you said you were born this way high for real. I know
I
you're not gonna
am.
give her the bad romance. Nobody's getting rid of that. So I figured you might
No.
go with telephone. Yeah,
Yeah, I have to ixnay telephone,
that's fair. I understand.
unfortunately.
Couldn't be me, but I do understand where you're coming from. I get you.
Well, yeah. We all
Yeah,
have our likes and our dislikes
you know
and
what I mean. Right, right. It's our
but telephone,
differences.
that's a tough 3 that you pick though because they all have something of value. Like
They do.
we
They
got
really do.
Beyonce, Lady Gaga visuals,
Yeah.
which we didn't really get much more of.
I just want to know how Beyonce ended up with the short end of the stick, but with the collaboration between her and Gaga. Because
You
video
really don't
phone,
like video phone.
I really don't. And the music video was also very much doing nothing compared to telephone music video. You know,
You're right.
I'm
I
like,
don't I don't like
how,
Gaga's entrance on video phone.
how did she enter?
Hubba hubba. I was like, girl, come on now.
Yeah, I could always do without video phone. That's a song I actively dislike. I will ask for it to
Really?
be turned off if it is turned on. Yes, I'm like,
It
not
just
that one.
wasn't it just wasn't what it could have been. What I wonder which
Definitely.
came out first, video phone or telephone.
I don't know. I think they dropped pretty close around the same time. I think it was like a
Hmm.
cross promotion type thing. I don't know which came first.
Okay.
I would have to imagine telephone, but I don't remember exactly which one came first.
Okay. Bless her
But
heart.
a time was had. Now,
Yeah.
what if I switched it to you and I? What if I switched Born This Way, you and I, and Bad Romance
For like favorite song?
for favorite videos?
Oh.
You still getting rid of you and I?
I feel like Born This Way was just such a statement.
Yeah, was.
I think it had the like explicit warning, the old
It
school
did.
YouTube, you got to sign in to watch this.
Yeah, it did.
And I feel like it was really fitting the era. Everyone was real futuristic at the time. Like, I don't know if you saw Janet Jackson's feedback video.
Yes, I did. I remember
She like
feedback. Yep.
jumping on stuff, you
Yep.
know. It just really it really fit the time. So I guess I could give up You and I cuz I just need that I need that audio. I don't
You
need
need
the
that.
visual.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what we've gathered is that bad romance is never up for debate. We're always keeping that.
No, because it's so important to her. Like her
Is
as like an artist because I feel like that was so many people's introduction and it was a great introduction.
sure was. I love this. She always kept it like that. Whether you were just finding out about her or what, you were going to be intrigued if she was on your
Hmm.
screen. You're going to be like,
Did she do Bad Romance when you saw her?
yeah.
Okay. I think that it would
Mm-hmm.
be criminal if she didn't.
Criminal, sick,
Hmm.
sick. I would
Yeah.
have I would have left actually mad. I was a little
Yeah.
upset. I would have left actually mad had she not done bad romance, but
Stomped out.
she did it, you know. Right. I would have had to talk to her after the show. Do you have any theories as to why you think black people in particular
Hmm.
like Lady Gaga? What she does for us?
That's a good cue. You know, I feel like we've talked about talent. You
Yep.
know, you've talked on your podcast before about talent
Talent.
and how black people gravitate toward talent.
Always.
Um, she really can do a lot of genres, a lot of vocal ranges. I feel like she turned a few of our people off with the meat, you know,
That's okay.
and with the
Hmm.
vessel.
She did.
But, you know, she really, to me, is not super racially divisive, you know?
That. Yes.
Like some artists really are, but I feel like
Yes.
she's not one of those people. And like we said, her allyship is pretty strong.
Yep.
And so I feel like black people feel safer gravitating toward her.
Yep.
So those would be. Did I answer that question?
Yeah, you did. You sure did.
Okay.
That was good. Yeah, no, you got that.
Okay.
And piggybacking off what you said, do you know who Jackie Ina is?
Yes.
Okay, and Nima Tang.
Yes. Love her.
Okay. They recently just did a YouTube video collaboration together on Jackie's channel where they went through different makeup brands and tried their darkest shade of foundation. That was what Nima was known
Mm,
for on YouTube.
yeah.
And they did house labs. And I think it was like the highest rated one that they tried as
I
far as
want to
shade
try it so
range.
bad.
You know?
Do you have any house labs?
No, I don't. I don't have anything. I do want to try the foundation though, since I keep hearing so much about it.
Mm-hmm.
But when it first came out, it wasn't being reviewed well, so I didn't try it. But
Really?
now that it's been out for a while, yeah, when it first came out like a few years ago, people were like, this is not good. And now that it's been
Mm,
out for a while, they have improved the formulas, at least from what I can hear on the internet. And now I'm
mm-hmm.
open to try it for sure. But she's always been inclusive for
Mm-hmm.
dark skinned girlies in her makeup brand specifically.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that she's not done anything problematic because I'm sure that you can dig up something. I'm sure I don't know
Right.
about something. I can think of two
Right.
off
Me
the
too.
top of my head. I don't want
Tell me.
to re-engage them here.
Okay.
But
After hours.
generally, like you said, she's pretty non-divisive when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to matters of race or groups that don't necessarily include her. And
Mm-hmm.
that's really I feel like that's all that black people ask for the most part from non-black
Yeah.
artists. Like it's like please just don't bother us.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems difficult for a lot of pop girlies to do these days. Like why is it difficult not to
Mm-hmm.
bother us?
And like you're saying, like I'm sure there's been things that I just don't know about,
Yeah.
but like I feel like if they were huge, we would know.
There weren't. The only two I can think of were not huge. They were not
Mm-hmm.
huge. Yeah.
And I just like I don't know, like a lot of art that I've consumed, I've then found out something about the artist that is like extremely anti-black,
Yep.
and then I just feel a need to abandon that artist. And so I personally have not had that with her.
Me neither. I'm very happy to say. Me
Yeah.
neither. It's been a long time. I've been listening to Gaga for 15 years now. She hasn't
Right.
wronged me yet.
Yeah.
So let's keep it that way, Stephanie. I would love that. Let's let's maintain right at this level.
She's really toned down, and like she's kind of stepped back on her social media presence, and
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like it won't even be the opportunity for her to do anything like that.
I agree. I
She
love that. And
busy.
that's what comes with age too. Now she's like in her 30s. She's not,
In her
you don't have to
thirties.
yeah. At least yeah, like deep in her 30s for sure, too. Oh, she was born in
Gaga not
86.
40.
No, she was born in 86, so that would make her 37.
Okay.
Yeah.
Math is
Yeah.
not my strong suit.
That's okay. That's okay. That
I
math
just
might not
smile
be
and
correct,
wave.
and if it's not, please don't correct me.
Don't
Let
at
me
her.
rock. Thank you. Don't at me. Let me rock. Thank you. Math is also not my strong pursuit. But that's
Okay.
all that I have for today. Taylor, did you want to say anything else about Gaga or anything?
Just that I would love to try her blush, the
Mm-hmm.
House Labs blush. It is
Mm-hmm.
38 doll hairs. Um,
Ooh.
yeah, but if anyone wants to send me a blush, you can find me on Instagram and let me know, and I will try it. I will talk about it. I love talking about blush. I love blush. I want to try. There's one that's like watermelon something. There's like a dragon fruit haze or something like that. And they're these beautiful, vibrant colors, but they're 38 doll hairs
38 is a lot of doll
per
hairs.
blush unit.
It is. That is a lot. I too would like to try it. You have my contact information if ever you would like to send me anything, Miss Lady, Miss
Yep.
Stephanie.
Yes.
I'll be waiting. You can send it. I'll review it on TikTok. I'll do whatever with it. Let me know.
Yes. And then Sequoia will send me the extras.
And I will send the extras over to Taylor. Look at that synergy. That synergy that we have going on right there. And I like it. Thank you so much for coming on, Taylor. It was great having you. Please let the folks know where they can find you online, anything you want to plug.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time. You can find me on Instagram at Taylor Coward Online. You can listen to the podcast I co-host anywhere that you find podcasts, Apple Music, Spotify. Just make sure you rate 5 stars only, as we heard at the top of the show. Review. But yeah, it's called When Magic Happens. It's from WBEZ Chicago. You'll hear me as the Gen Z voice. Yeah, I think that's it.
Nice, nice. I love that. And of course, per usual, you can find me at BPLP across social media platforms. And you can email me at blackpeopleloveparamore@gmail.com with episode topic recommendations, hate mail, feedback, and anything else.
Not you accepting hate mail.
People like to express. I have a whole podcast because you won't stop me from expressing my opinion. So if you have
There you
opinions,
go.
please feel free to send them my way. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.